So Newcastle won, Arsenal nil. Same scoreline as last season at their ground. This time it's actually worse because our performance was not the same as it was last season. Last season, at least we were purring, we are trying to make things happen, we're creating. This time was just boring, flat, no creativity. And Newcastle, obviously being the dark art masters, were able to capitalize. They were fouling us, buying fouls. They got a lot of yellow cards because of that. Bruno Guimaraes, Bruno G, that's what I'm going to call him now. Bruno G had a fantastic game. Joe Willock had a fantastic game. Joe Linton had a fantastic game. Who else? Livramento, fantastic game. Lewis Hall, fantastic game. Nick Pope, fantastic game. Isak, magnificent game. Anthony Gordon, magnificent game. Isak, magnificent goal. He did have a magnificent game. But Gordon, magnificent game. Barnes, when he came on, magnificent game. Sean Don, Lockstaff, magnificent game. As a matter of fact, the way I'm standing right now, you think that I'm a Newcastle United supporter, but I don't support Newcastle. I actually support the team that they played today. But the team they played today did not have the same energy or impetus as Newcastle United. Right? First of all, we know the title race is over. That's my perception. I said that again against Liverpool in the last episode. So it doesn't make any difference right now because we've played 10 games. We've only won 5. We've drawn 2. We've drawn 3 and lost twice. You can say there's a consolation that Man City lost today. They were always going to lose at some point. But last season, we lost 5 games. They lost only 3. So we've already lost 2. So we are on course to even lose maybe more than 5. I don't think we are going to go on a 15-game run or a 20-game unbeaten run. Winning streak, not just unbeaten, winning streak, because we're drawing a lot these days. As a matter of fact, Arsenal has not... We've not kept a clean sheet since Tottenham. That's the last time we kept a clean sheet against Tottenham, and that was in September, if I remember correctly. So I can't really say anything about the game apart from to ask many questions, some key questions. What is our formation? What is the tactics? Because it doesn't seem to be working. Defensively, we are not sound because we are conceding goals. Offensively, we are not sound because we're not creating chances. We are not scoring any goals. We're not even having shots on target. As a matter of fact, how many shots did Trossard have today? How many shots did Havertz have? How many shots did Saka, Martinelli, Rice, Jesus, Merino, apart from the blocked one, right? Ranieri when he came on. Right? Defensively, we are poor. Offensively, we are poor. Midfield, non-existent. What is the tactics? What is the strategy? Right? If I want to go back to if I talk about the transfer window now, people will say move on. We'll get another one in January. No, because the transfer window is very important. We are looking to equalize, and the people that are coming on, apart from Jesus, that did nothing, was Zinchenko, Jorginho, as well as Ben White. What was expecting to happen? Bruno G was running the midfield. Partey was not asked to invite, was still playing his normal right back. He still had a very good game, by the way, but we should have brought Partey to the midfield quicker, should have subbed Merino out quick. Even chemistry, we don't have. Our physics, we don't have because there are people that are bullying us off the park. Newcastle were just bullying us as if nothing was happening. Like, we've not eaten, we don't train, we don't do stamina training. It's just shambolic, as they say, and pathetic as it sounds right now, as it seems right now. Is that going to change in these games? No. Do I have faith that we're going to win against Chelsea? No. Just because of the way we are playing right now, it is terrible. I don't see anything changing. I don't see anything changing. If Saka is blocked off, which he usually is, like today, Newcastle had like 4 players on him. You had Lewis Hall on him, you had Joe Linton on him, you have Joe Willock on him, and from time to time, Fabian Shah, so many people on him. So it means that our outlet was on the right hand side. As a matter of fact, did you notice that almost all our corner kicks today was from the left side, where Declan Rice was going to play the corner kick? Because again, I don't know if that is tactical or strategic, but it seems strategic if 90% of all the free kicks were taken by Declan Rice. So it therefore means that they knew that our threat was Saka, locked him off the game. Red Rice was not able to deliver. His free kicks was rubbish. His corner kicks, basically, he had a mere of a set-piece game. He still had an all-right game, but overall, it was terrible. A lot of Arsenal fans will expect that we're going to be in the title race from the beginning of the season, but the way we're playing right now, I don't think there's any race at all. It doesn't seem like there's any race, and I'm sure Manchester United fans are very happy. Check out Run of Play podcast where you can. Yeah, they're very, very happy that Arsenal are playing like this right now because it makes them, it gives them something to laugh about after Ten Hag. But if I'm to give a quick player rating, David Raya, all right game. Timber had a good game, but then again, when he has his flair moments, but when it's time to actually pass forward, because of the way Newcastle set up, they blocked out all the passing lanes, so he couldn't really do much. Saliba and Gabriel, terrible games. Very poor game from both of them. Right. Isak jumped from the middle of both of them and scored. I thought Saliba was a tall guy. I thought Gabriel was a tall guy. How is Gordon able to cross all the way from where he was, by the way, and pinpoint Isak? Isak jumped both of you guys and was still able to score. That's alone for me. Gordon was having a fantastic and magnificent game today. It felt like Gabriel Magalhaes was not even in the game. But anyways, terrible games and very poor game from both of them. Partey had a very good game. He had a very good game. Unfortunately, it would have been better for him to go into midfield. And when he actually went to the midfield, he started playing a bit better, but it was too late then. The manager should have made changes before then. But again, that's the manager's job. What do I know? Midfield, Rice, I'll say, good game. He had a good game. When he's in his position, he had a good game, trying to drive and trying to make things happen. But why is he not shooting? Who told him not to shoot? Against West Ham last season, he was quick to shoot and scored a banger. But since then, what's happening? Are Arsenal players told not to shoot? I doubt it. So good game for him. Set pieces, rubbish. Absolute rubbish. Merino, all right game. He has no chemistry with Rice yet, but he's adapting to our system. He's adapting to our system. But for me, I don't see what it brings to the team. Trossard, absolutely terrible game. If I could, yeah. Terrible game. Absolutely terrible game. Havertz, terrible game. Martinelli, terrible game. I don't rate people for running into defenders. Livramento, excellent game. He dealt with Martinelli. Also dealt with Jesus when Jesus came on. Saka had an all right game. In the first half, it was cool. But when they put like those 3, 4, 5 players on him, he couldn't do much anymore. You know you're playing with Saka. You know that it's always going to find a way to cross into the box. Why is Havertz not there? Why is Trossard not there? Why is Martinelli not there? Each time he crossed the ball, there was no one in the box. And the time that there was someone happened to be in the box in the 90-something minute, 92nd, 93rd minute, Declan Rice could not put the ball at the back of the net. Actually, I'll upgrade him from an all right to a good game. So yeah, that's the player rating. Let's have to look at some quick post-match facts as I usually try to do. In my reviews. Right, quick one as usual from Opta Analyst. That's where I get my post-match facts from. So haven't lost only one of their first 25 Premier League games in 2024, winning 21 and drawing 3. Arsenal have since lost 2 of their last 3. We've lost 2 of our last 3 games. We drew against Liverpool. The Ghana have lost successive away matches in the league for the first time since May 2022, which was the season where, we bottled the league, in quotes, 93% season. That was terrible. No, that's not the season. That was the season we missed top 4 by a point. Antonio Conte's season. Yeah. I think, yeah. Anyways. Newcastle have won 3 of their last 4 Premier League games against Arsenal. As many as their previous 23 beforehand. So basically, they are dominating us again. Before Arteta, Wenger days, we usually win at Newcastle. In my preview, gave this overall stats. We played 38 games between the two of us. Arsenal had won 27. So we had more, and they had won only 5. And now, against us, so far, they've won 3 of their last 4 Premier League games. That is not a good thing, Arteta. I'm not blaming the manager, but I'm not saying Arteta out, but I'm blaming the manager for the tactics and the performance and the way we played today. Okay? That's true. Mikel Arteta, your rating, zilch. Terrible performance, lack of thought, no tactic, no logic, no impetus. Arsenal has fallen behind 1-0 in 4 of their last 6 Premier League games, as many as their previous 31 beforehand. Wow. Um, and we've considered the opening goal in 3 successive away matches in the competition for the first time since December 2019, which is before Arteta took over. Right. So the last time that we actually scored first in an away game was against Tottenham. And we expected to be happy. They were in the title race. Anyways, in the 5 Premier League away games this season, Arsenal have had just 37 shots. 37 shots in 5 games. 37 shots in 5 games. Only Brentford have managed fewer. And you have Leicester, you have Ipswich, you have Southampton, you have Bournemouth, you have Everton. But we have fewer shots against all these teams, even Manchester United. We have fewer shots than all those teams away from home. That is not a good start. That needs to change straight away. That's the review, actually, of the Newcastle game, my own perspective. You let me know what you think in the comment section below. And like the video while it's scrolling out to do that. Subscribe if you're new or yet to do so. Our next game is the game against Inter Milan in the Champions League. We've only met them once before now in the Champions League in the 2003-2004 season. They beat us 3-0 at Highbury, and then we smashed them 5-1 at the San Siro. What does that mean for this game? I don't know, because that was a long time ago. We no longer have Henry in our team. Okay, we have Kai Havertz, we have Trossard, we have Martinelli. What are they going to do? I don't know. I'm sure a lot of Arsenal fans will be saying, if you can get a draw, that would be a good thing at Inter Milan, if we can get a draw. But I'm still going to predict us to win 2-1, just because the European guys don't yet know how to handle Arsenal. Not to demean Inter Milan. They play very well. They're very, very efficient. But I just think that they might not be able to defend our set pieces like the English teams do currently, because we play them week in, week out. Okay, so I'm going to predict a 2-1, but in my heart of hearts, I doubt that we're going to win. My predicted starting 11 for that game is going to be similar to basically today's starting 11 again, right? Raya, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Partey, Rice, Trossard, Merino, Martinelli, Havertz, Saka. We needed a goal today. Sterling is on the bench, but the manager actually approved Raheem Sterling. So what does that say? Was it Arteta that signed Sterling? Or Sterling is not actually proving anything, because he said, oh, I believe this is going to be my best season so far. I'm going to come back to my best. But we need goals. We need forwards. We're bringing in Zinchenko. Anyways, this has been DAAAFT. We'll talk again after the Inter Milan game. Hopefully it's a win and not a draw. Stay safe, take care, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thank you very much. Psst, psst. Oi. Subscribe. Press subscribe. Thank you.